If you want. Hi everyone, and welcome to another weekly wisdom call. My name is Alexander Hamilton Dunlop. A slightly different location for you today, and we're going to talk about the real meaning of this deck of cards, which is actually a book of sacred geometry. Hi Natalia. And this book was hidden in plain sight, which is the best place to hide anything. And it reveals to us the sacred patterning of life itself. And once we have this awareness of the sacred patterns, then we can make conscious choices. And with these conscious choices, we can be in harmony and in attunement with the underlying energies of life. It's like getting in harmony with the energy currents of life. And then we're swimming with the current instead of struggling against the current. And we're getting progress and movement toward our goals because we're in tune and we're in harmony. And our relationships improve because we're in tune and we're in harmony. This tool, this ancient knowledge, reveals to us the structure of reality. And when we know that, then we are in alignment with what is. And what I've seen as people get in alignment is magical results, the synchronicity and the serendipity of life. Being in the right place at the right time, the right doors open, this kind of thing, and the right people show up. So it's like having the GPS navigation for our lives. And I write about it in my book, Play Your Cards Right, a sacred guide to life on earth. So if you want to read your soul's blueprint, you can read all 13 cards in your life path in my book. And then you will have your soul's blueprint, and you'll know exactly how to be in tune for your life. What I'm describing for you in this video is the card of the week. There are 52 weeks in the year. There are 52 cards in the deck. No coincidence there. Each week is an energy pattern. And this energy pattern is a little bit like the background frequency or the underlying energy in the quantum field. So what I'm giving you is a little bit like the quantum weather report. This is the background energy of the entire week, so you'll know whether you need sunglasses or rain boots. You know whether you need an extra layer or whether it's time to go to the beach, this kind of thing. What is the background energy pattern, and how can you make conscious choices to be in tune with the energy? So the card this week is the Five of Hearts. That is the card of the week. So the suit of hearts, emotional energy, and the five is represented as an X. A change, crisscrossing, and coming to a crossroads. Coming to an emotional crossroads, coming to a crossroads in your relationships, and finding a new way, innovating, finding another possibility, or simply getting really restless and itching for change and feeling like the grass is greener somewhere else and my heart wants to go over there and I'm not satisfied in this current dynamic that I'm in or this current relationship that I'm in. So with this Five of Hearts present this week, be on the lookout for emotional restlessness and emotional dissatisfaction with what is. Also be on the lookout for crossing yourself up emotionally, getting crisscrossed. Like, do I go this way or do I go that way? Do I stay or do I go? And this may be in your romantic relationship, feeling this emotional restlessness, this kind of wanderlust or itch for something else. So be aware of that. And what's important is to recognize that this is a underlying energy frequency that you don't necessarily need to be attached to. And actually, I recommend that you don't get attached to it. And you recognize that you are an independent being, for lack of a better word. You are a soul. And so you don't necessarily have to go with the storms of life or get washed around or buffeted around with the energy patterns of life. Knowing that this is the card of the week, I encourage you to center yourself, and ground yourself in the truth of who you are, which will enable you to be a witness of these emotional currents that are moving through. Noticing as perhaps other people in your life talk to you about their own emotional dissatisfaction or their itch for something else in their emotional experience, or a different type of relationship, or different way of relating, or just simply wanting a change. I'm tired of how he does that, blah, 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 blah. Or I'm tired of how she's always blah, 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 blah. I want to change. I want a new way. I want to invigorate my relationship. And so this is the positive outcome. What I encourage you to look for is, how can you not just complain, whine about your relationship, but how do you actually invigorate it and bring it to a new possibility? Because that's the deeper meaning of the Five of Hearts. And it starts within your own heart, needless to say. It's an inner transformation. So this is a week of diving deep into your own feelings. It can lead to some mystical kind of outcomes as you plumb the depths of your deepest feelings. Perhaps you find yourself reading some Sufi mystical poetry this week, or just some Shakespearean love sonnets or something like this. Plumbing the depths of your feelings. Because this X energy is like X marks the spot of like where we're going to drill deep. Like X marks the spot on the treasure map. And digging deep into your feelings so that you're not just spinning superficially on the surface. It's an invitation to dig into the depths of our own feelings. What do I really want? What would really make me happy? What's my heart really asking for here? And this pausing, because to feel into our feelings does take an extra beat, pun intended. Our brain has these quick flashes. It's more of a staccato energy. And the heart is like a rolling, deeper, longer energy cycle. To really feel our feelings takes an extra pause and an extra allowing, an extra space to settle into what are the real feelings that we're having. So it may mean having some peace and solitude in your week this week, consciously, intentionally, getting away from distractions, going for a walk in the park, going for a bike ride, going for a swim, something that gives you a chance to connect to your own emotional energy currents, to be in your own emotional energy field, to tune into, what am I really feeling? What do I really want in my life? What do I really want in my relationships? What do I really want in my career? This is the opportunity this week. And as I said, it can lead to some mystical kinds of revelations as well. And with this inner work, with this inner inquiry and this plumbing the depths of your own heart, then you can bring forth a deeper, profound transformation in the way that you relate, in your relationships, and in how you feel about everything in your life. So that's the invitation with this Five of Hearts energy present this week. Be alert for superficial restlessness, wanting change, grass is greener on the other side of the fence kind of thing. Be alert for that. Be alert for coming to crossroads. Okay, I thought I was going that way. Actually, you know what? We're going to go that way. I thought I wanted that, but you know what? Actually, I actually want that. So there be emotional crossroads that you come to, and the solution is to go deep within. Take a moment. Allow the feelings to settle. Okay, I don't need to be in a rush, because that's the temptation, is I got to make this decision quick, and then you may make impetuous, rash decisions. The invitation is to plumb the depths of your feelings, to pause, to go deep, find the treasure within. Right? There's emotional treasure in there. Me hearties, the emotional treasure of life. It's in there. Digging in, finding that, and then bringing that forth for a more profound change in your life, for a more profound shift in your relationships. And then that will be invigorating and refreshing and enlivening as you bring forth the magic in your life. It comes from within. It comes from within your own heart. That's what you're really looking for. When you're restless for a change, what you're really looking for is the deep inner change. And then you bring that forth, and it's reflected all around you. And what I've heard many times from people is when they do this deep inner change, as if by quote-unquote magic, the people around them change. So you want your husband to change, or you want your wife to change, and she's being quote-unquote stubborn, or he's being stubborn. What happens is when you, I'll say me, when let's say I change myself from the inside out, as if by magic, my partner changes, my children change, because I'm showing up differently. That's how it works, and that's the power that we have to transform our reality. We transform ourselves, and then our reality ripples out from there, and we experience a whole new reality. So we're never the victim of our reality. We can always transform it from the inside out. And with this Five of Hearts present this week, you have a wonderful opportunity to transform your relationships and your emotional experience from the inside out. It's an inside job. Have fun, everyone. Good luck playing the Five of Hearts. As always, I encourage you to live your life like it's your favorite game to play. To play the game of your life like a child at play, seeking to figure out the puzzle, solve the puzzle with fun, with pleasure, with enjoyment. Have fun, everyone.